Good morning all my viewers of class 9 geography. We have been dealing with climate chapter and we have come to the topic that how are monsoons occurring in India. We have come to know that it is due to the change in the pressure conditions. What makes this change happen? We need to understand that heat, air pressure and then wind, they are all interrelated and they actually happen due to the revolution of the earth, because sun is the only source of heat on the earth. So, when the earth is revolving around the sun, when the earth is, suppose here in the month of December, the tilted axis of the earth is towards the other side. So, sun's rays are directly falling on the southern hemisphere. You can see that the southern hemisphere is receiving the direct rays of the sun, which means that the northern hemisphere is having less sun's duration, due to which here there will be winters. In the northern hemisphere it is winter, in the southern hemisphere it is summers. And that is why in Australia during the month of December the Christmas comes in the summer months, whereas in India it is winter. Now, next after 3 months the earth reaches to this position. In the month of March the earth is in this position. This position means, children, so when I am meaning this direction means sun is here and behind that the earth is there. So, in both these positions what happens, that the sun rays directly fall on the equator and therefore, the distribution of the heat is equal. The maximum temperature is received in near the places which are in the equator, and gradually the temperature or the sun rays decreases as we go towards the polar areas. So, about 6 months in a year the sun rays fall directly on the equator, and that is why equatorial areas are the areas where monsoon comes. These are the hot areas, these are the areas which create a low pressure of the air. So, we are talking about this from December when the earth moves here, the sun's rays fall directly on the equator and the temperature is equally distributed towards the polar areas. Now, again when the earth moves from March to June, this is the period when India, can you see this part, that is India. Okay. So, from here to here when it moves, then the northern part of the hemisphere moves towards the sun and the northern hemisphere receives the direct rays of the sun, which means now the low pressure area has shifted towards the north and in the northern hemisphere lies India. So, that is how the pressure conditions changes. During the winters there we are having a high pressure, and gradually from winter to the summer months, from March to June, the pressure conditions changes, the heat belt shifts from the south to the north, and this is how the pressure condition changes. In the second diagram, can you see that, children, that this is India, and here during the summer months the northern India receives a high temperature because the sun's rays fall directly, and because of that it becomes a low pressure area. And when it becomes a low pressure area, the winds from this high pressure area moves towards the low pressure area, and that is how the reversal of the wind direction takes place. We have come to know that when the winds blow from land to sea, they are dry, and when the winds blow from sea to land, they are wet. When the winds will blow from sea towards the land like this, and here because we have huge mountains of the Himalayas, the winds are not allowed to cross this because they are too high. So, automatically these winds which are moisture laden, which are rain bearing, they shift towards the west. From this side we have these mountains of the Western Ghats, which are very high and they are continuous tier of mountains. So, when the winds come, here also this area becomes a rain shadow area. the coastal area of Tamil Nadu becomes a rain shadow area. It does not receive rainfall during the rainy months of June to September. So, this is how from June to September it rains in the whole country. And here in Rajasthan we have Aravalli hills, these are also very high. These winds, when the winds come from here, the rain bearing winds, rain occurs in this area and this becomes a rain shadow area, and that is why it is a desert. And when the winds are coming from this side, they do not obstruct, these mountains do not obstruct them, and the wind just passes by to this area. Another thing we need to understand, that the areas that receives rainfall first in the beginning, like here we have Meghalaya, like here we have Kerala, we have Mumbai, these areas receives the maximum amount of rainfall. Because these winds are blowing from the southwest direction, so they are known as the southwest monsoon winds. And gradually, by the time they reaches western part of Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and Haryana, from both the sides, this area receives rainfall from the winds coming from the Arabian Sea branch as well as the Bay of Bengal branch. This is called Arabian Sea branch of monsoon, this is called Bay of Bengal branch of monsoon. From both the sides, this area is receiving rainfall, but it receives very less rainfall because on its way it loses the moisture, because after coming to the land the winds do not get to collect moisture. The moisture that they have collected from the ocean, that is the moisture that they shed on this land. So, gradually by the time they reaches here, they do not have enough moisture to shed, and that is why this area, even though receiving rainfall from both the branches, Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal, it receives very less rainfall. And this is the whole procedure of mechanism of monsoon. This happens because during the summer months, a highly low pressure area is created in this area and also in the Tibetan area. This also becomes very heated. So, the winds are attracted towards these low pressure areas. So, the wind starts blowing from the sea to the land. The trade winds which were blowing below the equator, here in this direction, these winds are compelled to cross the equator and move towards it, because as I have shown you, due to the revolution of the earth comes to a position where the heat belt shifts. Otherwise, the heat belt is normally below the Tropic of Cancer, but during the summer months the heat belt shifts towards the Ganga plains, and because the heat belt shifts, a low pressure area is created. So, the winds are attracted and therefore, the winds changes the direction. They were from land to sea, but now they are from sea to land. Hence, they are from sea to land, therefore, they are rain bearing wind, they are carrying moisture, and that is how the monsoons comes to India. And that is the easiest and the shortest explanation to the mechanism of monsoon. Now, we have also different factors which are responsible for the mechanism of monsoon, which I will deal in the next video. Hope you understand everything that has been taught here. It is a very important part of the chapter regarding mechanism of monsoon. Do repeatedly go through it, and even then if you have some doubts, do write me in the comment section. I will try to clear it out, children. And thanks for watching. Do like, share and subscribe. Have a good day.